What's good? What's good? What's good, y'all? What's going on? We got to talk about this. Ooh, we got to talk about this. I don't, uh, I don't know what to think right now, bro. It's all over the place. It's all over the place. JSU with the monster second half. Facts. Facts are logical. Very, very much facts. Carlos, what's going on, bro? What's going on? I'm watching the game and I'm looking at it in the beginning and I'm like, I told y'all, right? Like I told y'all, they're a feisty team. Bethune Cookman is a feisty team, bro. We should not even be surprised. Number one, I'm surprised by their defense, right? Because their defense is playing better than I expected, being that their defense is ranked 10th in the SWAC. Their offense is middle of the pack. I expected them to try, to get a little bit of momentum going. Not as much as they got, but I expect them to get a little bit going. So I'm not really too surprised about that. But with that being said, some players are going to be giving up during the game. This we know. What's important is how you react to the situation. But here are a few thoughts that I had. Some things that I noticed during the game. All right, so number one, right? Let's get on the defense first. Let's go on the defense first. They were very uncharacteristic that first drive. Very uncharacteristic. Um, just came out a little bit lifeless. You don't really see that too much from them. So it's like it's not something that I'm concerned about. It's just a slow start. That's all. I think you're seeing the why Coach Prime is important on that sideline, right? Um, he's a player's coach, so he brings that motivation, he brings that energy, he brings that swagger to your team. And when he's not on the sideline, you see they came out a little bit lifeless, something that I did not expect from the defense. But after that first drive, especially after that touchdown, Robert Boyd was good. They were able to get it going. Uh, like I said, they gained momentum after that touchdown drive. But they need to be more consistent with getting pressure on the quarterback. They need to be more. That man, I said, bruh, TC not calling plays. Did they switch him again? Did they make that switch again? I don't know. Maybe he had to take on a different role. I don't know why he wouldn't be calling. So Ken, we know Warren is not playing today, and I was actually gonna get to that later. We know Warren isn't playing today. I imagine Tony Gray is hurt. I'm not really sure why he's not playing, but I'm gonna get to that in a minute because a lot of thoughts on that online. Um, but yeah, the defensive line needs to gain consistent pressure. They've done it. It's not consistent. Once Bethune Cookman made that quarterback change, that kid, that I don't know his name, that backup is not like the starter at all. He's a lot more calm when that pressure's under duress, and you've seen that from the touchdown throw, right? But the thing is, I've seen them get pressure on the first interception where Cameron Simmons caught the pick. That was Aubrey and that was James Houston. He saw them coming, right? So he got nervous and he threw that ball up, underthrew it, of course, because of that pressure, and it resulted in a pick. So it's like, where are those guys? Like this isn't even characteristic of James. I'm not really seeing James. The pressure needs to be more consistent because it we can't always rely on just getting in the vicinity. At some point, we really need to get him on the ground. We really need to get the quarterback on the ground. It's not enough. It's not enough for some quarterbacks just to get in their face. Okay. Keontae stepping up. Let me say that. Shiloh. First of all, we give Shiloh so much flack for not being a cover guy. But right there shows that he got a little bit of skill when it comes to the to actually defending passes. All right. And let me say this. I didn't know Shiloh was that fast. I didn't think Shiloh was slow, but I didn't know Shiloh was that fast. That boy was getting it. All right. Very big play. It was a game changer. It was a momentum changer. Yeah, that if he had it cut in, he would have gotten that pick six. I don't know why he cut in. He trying to be a little bit too cute. He ain't had to do that. All right, you could have beat that last guy. You could have got in there. I don't know why. I don't know why he did that. Um, Kev Wiggins, right? Kevrick Wiggins, he gave up that touchdown play. Uh, Let me say this: he was in position to make a play on that ball, but he took a bad angle, and that resulted in the first touchdown for Bethune-Cookman. I mean, it happens. I'm not too concerned with it. I started getting a little worried, once they were in position to score again. But that defense clicked at the right time. Thank God. Thank God. They clicked at the right time. The run defense started getting there. They started stopping everything. Antonio Bailey, I have not seen Nugget. Nah, Nugget. I saw Nugget on the field. He was playing. People really just don't throw his way. It's really easy for him to get overlooked a lot of times. He gonna really have to make something happen for himself if he wants to get in the spotlight, because people aren't gonna throw to him. Not many quarterbacks are gonna throw to him. This is a part of his game that he really has to know how to maneuver through now. Like, people know who they're not gonna be so accepting to throw to you. So you gotta give him cushion. You gotta make plays happen for yourself. So it's gonna be interesting to see how he adjusts to that. The run defense is so right now. Overall, they've been good, right? Because Bethune-Cookman's running back, Gray, I think is his name. He's not Quayshawn. He's not able to get easy yards. Like, he's getting 4 yards. However, he has to grind it out. He has to grind it out. But every once in a while, he'll have a good enough run. Like when he juked Aubrey Miller in the red zone, I was like, my God. Like, every now and then he'll have a good enough run. This is what I mean when I say this is uncharacteristic for Jackson State's defense. I don't really see this a lot from them. They're usually so dominant. I feel like we have been spoiled so much by their dominance that even though the running back is not having really a good day, not that good of a day, we still look at our defense and we think, damn, what are y'all doing? We've been spoiled a little bit. So, let's still be calm on that. The run defense isn't bad. They just can be better. They're not playing how they did in the past few weeks. But, like I said in my preview video of this game, Bethune-Cookman's offense, they're in the middle of the pack in the SWAC. They're ranked 6, right? This is a team whose record does not reflect how good they are. And this is the only team, really. They're a weird team. They really are. They're weird because they'll get this momentum and then just something just kills them. Something they do to themselves, it kills them. Every game they played in, with the exception of UCF, they've only lost by 10 or less points. Most of their losses were one possession games. This team is very capable of pulling out a win on anybody. On anybody. So yeah, what else I had to say? Aubrey and James, them two need to get going. First of all, let me say this. We know James gets a lot of pressure, and he continues to do so. But, the last couple of drives, I seen him kind of go away a little bit. I don't know where he went. Aubrey's kind of having a so-so game as well, but Keontae is stepping up is in replacement of that, and I think that speaks to the embarrassment of riches that Jackson State has on their defense. If one guy ain't got it, the next guy will. Now, that's it for the defense. Let me talk about the offense. I was gonna go in order, but I want to talk about what I want to talk about first. Malachi Wideman, bruh. Malachi Wideman. He's been progressing from these past 3 weeks, right? Like, he's getting better. He's getting more comfortable. He's turning into a beast. Listen, when Malachi Wideman came out of high school, the physical tools that he possessed was enough for scouts and everybody that was really touting this kid in the country to be excited about. He's 6'4", 6'5", and he has great speed. He has great hops. He has great hands. He is a freak of nature when it comes to being an athlete. And you didn't really see it at Tennessee. And then, early on in the season, we didn't really get to see it from him. But he is finally stepping up to the scene. And he's finally coming out of his shell. And he's playing very, very well. So, listen, Malachi, him, and Keith Corbin are the two twin towers of this offense. Those guys, let me see the stats. Corbin, 5 catches for 89 yards. Weidman, 6 catches for 87 yards and 2 touchdowns. I think we need to start looking at Weidman, targeting him a lot more as well. But Corbin is playing absolutely great as well. We know what Corbin do. Corbin is a guy who's going to have a shot at the NFL, and his play this season is really showing that, right? Because Corbin, I mean, here's the difference, right? In the beginning, they would catch passes, fall, get tackled. That's it. Now they're catching these passes. They're using their God-given bodies, the strength, the stature that these kids have, the stiff-arming defenders, and they're getting these jack yardage, which is very important. And let me say this, going back to Weidman, that corner can't do nothing with him. That corner can't do nothing with Weidman. You can see it in his face. He's getting discouraged now. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I'm going to Weidman for the rest of the game. I'm going to kill that boy's spirit, guarding Weidman, because he can't touch him. He can't touch him. Weidman is having his way right now. I'm going to save the O-line for last. Free J.D. Martin. Free J.D. Martin, bro. 1 attempt for 5 yards. Come on, man. What else does this man need to show y'all? Listen, we all love Santi. We do. Santi is electric when he can get it going. With that being said, you keep running Santi up the middle. He's a small back. He cannot keep. He can't continue to even take that pounding. Stop sending him up the middle. It's not going to work. It didn't work with Pickett. What will make you think it's going to work with Santi? 13 attempts, 33 yards. He's much more effective when he can run outside of the tackles. So find a way to do that and get JD going as well. Get JD going as well. I mean, come on, bro. I'm telling you, I will bang the table for JD all day long because this kid, when he gets the ball, he brings another dynamic to the run game that you just haven't seen this season. Let me get the O-line out of the way because this has been bothering me. They are getting their ass whooped in passing situations. They are getting their ass whooped. I don't know who that tackle was. Let me say this, right? Out of the 4 sacks, 2 of them was on Shador. That one in the red zone on that play action pass, that's Shador. You cannot take that sack, throw that ball away. You are too close to scoring to take that sack and get a loss of 5 yards. So that's on him. The last sack was on Shador. You have to have that mental clock in your head, which he does on a regular. So I don't know why he didn't have it on that last sack. Get out of the pocket, get rid of the ball. The O-line actually did a good job on that last play, giving you time. Nobody was open. Get out, throw the ball away, do something. Do something, but don't take that sack. Let me see. Saw Kobe Dillon. Yo, Kobe Dillon's a beast for Southern. Off topic. Kobe Dillon is a beast. But back on topic, right? Yeah, they just getting their ass whooped. Like this. Listen, I know Bethune-Cookman's linebackers, Takevion and the other one, they're legit. But that defensive line is really whooping their ass on both sides, right? With passing and rushing. I don't know what needs to be done with them right now. I don't know. Tony Gray is out. So whoever's replacing him right now, most likely a guy who's inexperienced, and which is part of the reason why Shador got sacked on his blind side, which was so scary to watch because I was thinking like, damn, that could have been bad for Shador had that boy had hit him any lower. That could have been real bad for him. So I didn't like that. I think going forward, you put Colin Ritchie on whoever that tackle was. You put Colin Ritchie on that side to help him out because I do not want to get Shador hurt this game because of a tackle being inexperienced and things of that nature. But yeah, like I said, the O-line just getting whooped. 2 sacks was on them. The other 2 was on Shador. And why I get so frustrated with the O-line is because I will see them give Shador all the time in the world. And then 2 plays later, Shador can't get any. Make up your mind as a unit what kind of offensive line you are going to be. Please, because at this point, it's frustrating. It's frustrating. Make up your mind as to what offensive line unit you're going to be. It has to stop. It has to stop. What else? Shador's playing well. Shador is playing very well. Shador isn't really doing anything that surprises us anymore, right? Like pocket presence, great. Accuracy, his accuracy is good. His accuracy is good this game. Normally it's great, but you know he had a few throws that gotten away from him. Uh, the one to not Malachi but Keith Corbin, he had him for a touchdown. He overthrew that a little bit, a little uncharacteristic of Shador. We don't really see that much from him, especially on his deep ball accuracy. That's normal, nothing to worry about. It's just a pass that got away from him. It was another pass that he overthrew as well by a little bit. I'm like, okay. Shador reel it in just a little bit more. I think, you know, his eyes got big. He got too excited and he threw it with a little too much enthusiasm when he should have just reeled it in a little bit more. And overall, I think going forward, those are opportunities that we need to take advantage of from the get-go instead of, worrying late about it. But Karume Hickman, I said his accuracy, sir, his accuracy is good. Normally it's great, but it's good today. 13 for 17, his decision making is good. Like he's playing a good game. That's not to discredit Shador because, like I said, we've seen him do this stuff on a weekly basis. We've seen him do this stuff on a weekly basis. You feel me? So, like, it's nothing to really be surprised about anymore. It's just these are things that we expect from him. So yeah, 13 for 17, 192 yards, 2 touchdowns. Shador, in my opinion, at this point, is the best quarterback in the SWAC. It's not a kill anymore. I think he's battling with Juwan Pass for that. Felix Harper is in the mix as well, but yeah, he's playing like that. Colin Ritchie, I'm gonna wrap this up because I don't even know return back kickoff or TP. Oh, the kick return by Trevontae Rucker. First, is the game back on? First of all, cause y'all okay. Let me get off, cause I thought I still had some more time. I'm gonna come back later. I'm gonna talk when the game is over with. Thank y'all for watching, cause apparently I just missed a touchdown. Let me go look at this. Hey, thank y'all for watching this live. Like I said, come back. I'm gonna go back at the end of the game and talk about it. Peace.